So on the contrary, people who were taking video shots of the insurrectionists were not arrested. There is no evidence anyone was arrested. What we have is that the bloody insurrectionists themselves took very gleeful pictures while they were busy smashing the heads of slain police officers and posted them on Facebook and other social media outlets.
So why is it that the government didn't respond to CNN's requests for information on, and I'm sitting here with these emails now, the 19th of August, the 19th of August, the 22nd of August, before this report was aired? You had more than enough time when CNN requested comment and a statement on these allegations, which were put by a number of protesters. So let me put this to you. The day after the Ministry of Information and Communication put out a statement saying, and I quote here, that the spreading of incendiary information on social media platforms to destabilise the state could result in 10 to 20 years in prison. That reference, the Cybersecurity and Crime Act of 2021, this additional mention of spreading of incendiary information is not in the Act signed in November 2021. You know that, and I know that. What's the reason for the late addition, sir?
Okay, first, the emails you reference were not sent to personal addresses. If I had any notification that you wanted to get government side of the story, I would have readily obliged you. I have never dodged an interview, whether locally or internationally. So that was an unfortunate event. But here we are.
Okay, well,
our own side of the story.
I'm sitting on those emails, and they've gone to they have gone to statehouse.gov.sl, and they have gone to MOF. They've gone to all of the places that we would normally send requests for information. Let me put this to you: has anyone been arrested under this act since the August the 11th statement was made?
Like I mentioned, those were not personal email addresses; they were generic, and it could have fallen between the cracks. If we saw it, we would have readily responded and in a very timely fashion. Like I said, this cybersecurity and crime bill was benchmarked against some of most seminal legislations. You're talking about the Budapest Convention. You're talking about the AU Malabo Convention and the ECOWAS directives. We also took into consideration local realities, current and local challenges. In the extant legislation, there are also references made to the Anti-Money Laundering Act of 2012. So there is nothing extraneous that was dragged into this law.
Are you sorry, I'm just slightly confused as to what you're saying here. Are you disputing the additional mention of spreading of incendiary information is not in the Act signed in November 2021? Well, I'm trying to get to the bottom of why it was added in this statement.
Laws are read in conjunction with other legislations. I just mentioned the anti-money laundering. So you read laws in conjunction with other existing legislations. What you are doing is the mistake of reading it in isolation, and that's where the trouble starts.
Was live ammunition used during these protests and these arrests on the part of the government, on the part of authorities?
We saw the bloody insurrectionists wielding self-loading machine guns, pistols. I'm sure those were not toys. They had live ammunition, and they were meant to shoot anybody who stood in their way.
This is the police that you're talking about here.
Okay, I was talking about the bloody insurrectionists. Well, when policemen go to queer riots,
I was talking about the authorities.
Arms, because they also human beings to survive, to be able to protect lives and property. So I know they also go to the scene of crime, particularly bloody insurrection like this with loaded weapons. As to whether they use live ammunition or not, neither deny nor confirm.
Sorry, I missed what you said. It's quite a difficult line, and I want to ensure that our viewers get a clear answer from you there. So you're saying that live ammunition was used, or that you do not know whether live ammunition was used by authorities?
Neither. But these are security personnel. When they go to quell a bloody insurrection, I will suspect they will carry live ammunition, but I can't confirm or deny.
I want to get to the bottom of this act. Has anyone been arrested under this act since this August 11th statement was made?
To the best of my knowledge, nobody has been convicted under the Cybersecurity and Crime Act, even though we see a lot of infractions every day, willy-nilly. But this government is committed to deepening the democratic space, to protecting the fundamental rights and liberties of Sierra Leoneans, which is why, under his watch, a law pushing 9 places to become the 46th most liberal in terms of free speech. We have, under the same dispensation, been able.
So I'm so sorry. It's so important that we get your full answer, but the technology is letting us down on this, unfortunately. Your connection is going in and out. Let me try one other question to you and see if I can get a full answer from you. Several of those who participated or witnessed the protest told CNN they feared persecution for uploading any videos of the protests to social media, particularly those showing incidents of police violence due to the announcement of this act. What was the ministry's intention behind putting out this statement? What information would be classified as incendiary?
Becky, in 2017, the total number of Sierra Leoneans on social media is about 400,000. Today, we have 3 million as this year. This is as a result of the enabling legislation and our respect for fundamental freedoms and rights. A lot more people trust relating on social media now than they ever did at any point in time. That's the point.
That wasn't the question, though. So I was asking what information would be classified as incendiary.
Well, if, for example, you call on fellow citizens to take over State House, to burn prisons, to burn people alive in their cars, and we have in recent times have several such incendiary remarks. Yes, those are the kind that we categorize as incendiary threats, yes.
But you're saying that nobody has been arrested under this act since August the 11th, when the statement was made?
No. So since this incident, nobody has been arrested for that, to the best of my knowledge. I know there was a previous arrest, but that person was acquitted and discharged for want of evidence. So that is to tell you, we respect the rule of law, we respect due process, and we respect the fundamental rights and liberties of everyone.
Right. Let's just continue this, because I want to drill down, and I thank you for your time here, and I hope that your connection will hold up, because it is important that we get your full answers out and give you the opportunity to respond. CNN has received testimony and video evidence from several protesters and bystanders that show unarmed civilians being hit by authorities. Can you verify that indeed was going on?
I haven't seen evidence of that. What I can attest to is the fact that I have seen police officers slain by protesters and with stones. They never had the opportunity of going back. Bye-bye to them. We had to accord them due civic burial ceremonies on Tuesday this week.
And finally, several protesters also told CNN that the government had tracked down those who did post content only and detained them. So what's your response to that allegation?
Well, I'm not aware of any such case. In any case, if a person has been arrested, battle, including 28 children who were bused from Kamakwe, Binko, those children who were in hands have now been handed over to the appropriate child rights agencies led by the Ministry of Social Welfare. I am told they are currently receiving psychosocial care and they are in safe homes